Hey guys, Danica here with my week 9 for my 2016 album. I am starting here by putting my two 3x4s on one 4x6 for those two cards. I'm showing the cut aparts here, and what I'm about to do is something new for me. I usually cut these apart with scissors, but my husband got me a pick scan mat, so here it is. It's sped up a little bit, obviously, cutting out my cut apart sheet from the Citrus Twist kit. This was really slick. I just took a picture of it with my cell phone, downloaded it to the software, and it cut them out. It was awesome. You can kind of see there I showed that it left a little bit of a border. It wasn't perfect, but I could trim those up with my scissors really easily, and I'm sure the more I do it, the easier it will become. So here I'm working with the Citrus Twist March kits, and I showed those in my last video, kind of how I went and chose my cards and all those things. So now I'm just going through all of the die cuts and the other bits and pieces that came with the kits and kind of deciding what I want to go where. So you see I kind of laid those out, and then I'm just going to start working on my cards. I used this little noted piece that was part of the cut aparts, and I used that for my journaling, and then I'm going to just add my little LOL there with those tiny glittery stickers. Those are so cute. And I love the puffy stickers from Pink Fresh. These are exclusive for Citrus Twist kits. And that's kind of one of the reasons I love Citrus Twist, because of all the exclusive bits and pieces. I like that I can't just get them anywhere. A lot of kits that I've looked at, there's so much stuff that comes from other companies that I'm like, well, I could kind of put that together all by myself just by purchasing from separate places. So I like that you get the exclusive stamp sets and the acrylic pieces and the puffy stickers, and they still have some of the newer lines, a lot of times the paper pads or the die cuts, but everything else, the cards and the cut aparts and all those other things are exclusive. So anyway, just kind of working along here, doing my journaling, adding these things that I've chosen, and kind of throwing some other puffy stickers on. I kept this page fairly simple. My pictures were kind of boring, and so I wanted to kind of add a lot to my cards. I didn't really journal or do a lot of stuff directly on my photos like I a lot of times do. But yeah, I wanted to make sure that I added a lot to the cards. The cards were pretty they were just light in color, and but all the die cuts are really bright, so I liked how they kind of brought out the die cuts. They kind of made those pop a little bit more. So I think I'm just about done here. I don't really do much else. Just, I added a few puffy stickers. I didn't do a whole lot with my title card, but now I'm ready to move on to the next page. It was kind of a low week for us. We didn't have a lot going on, and so and I didn't take a lot of pictures every day. Some of the pictures were all from the same day. In fact, a lot of them on this page were from Saturday, and then the only thing from Sunday really was the Oscars. So I didn't take a ton of pictures this week. I didn't have to use any inserts or anything like that, so it made it pretty simple to come together. I decided on this side I wanted to use some more of the wood bits and the cork, and then I'm using the labels for some journaling, additional journaling. So yeah, again, just like that last page, I'm just going through and kind of figuring out what fits on the page, what I want to put where, and then I will glue it down when I've made my final decisions. I did realize that I had forgotten to put those two 3x4s together to make my 4x6s at the top there, and this one. So got to do that first before I move on any further. So I wasn't really quite sure what I was going to do with that top left card, and you kind of see I don't really do a whole lot with it yet. I just kind of more work on the other cards. So just layering some bits and pieces. I'm going to go through and add my date stamp. I looked at some of these cork stickers and some of the other stickers to see this. I'm trying to figure out what to do on that top left card, because I kind of have the other three cards figured out. So yeah, I threw that little cork on there, and then I'm adding my date stamp, and now I'm going to go ahead and glue everything down. I'm still working with this Elmer's glue. It's working okay. It kind of comes out fast. It's something new for me, and so I tend to get globs of it, but that's totally different from that other quick dry glue I had. For whatever reason, I could hardly get it to come out of the bottle, so at least this is coming out of the bottle. I just have to remember I don't have to squeeze so hard as I did with my other glue. Um, so yeah, just kind of layering some of these bits and pieces on my cards and some on my photos on this side. We were at my husband's parents' house. His dad was diagnosed with cancer, and so we were trying to do some things around the house for them. Just they had a big storage unit, and so to just save them some money, we went and cleaned it all out. I should say not we, but my brother-in-law went and cleaned it all out and brought everything back to the house, and then we went through it all. So just kind of learning to kind of simplify and things like that. And one of the little die cuts said something about living with less, or doing more with less, kind of that thing. And so that's what we were doing in these pictures. We went and visited my nieces. We saw my niece play basketball, and so that's what I'm journaling about here. And I didn't really need a whole lot more for that card other than that little piece of cork and my journaling. So, I'm pleased with the way it turned out. And then I realized that I had my pictures a little bit out of order. I'm kind of weird in that, like, that first picture with all the furniture on the driveway happened before my dog was snuggling with my father-in-law. So I switched them. One happened during the day and one happened at night. And I don't know. Sometimes that just really bothers me, and I just wanted to have those in the right time order. Because if you go from left to right, you read about this stuff, the furniture stuff first, and then my next card talks about it was time to relax. We'd had a long day going through furniture, and it just, in my mind, that's how it made sense. So I just used one of those little labels to add my journaling down here to this. And then that yellow piece was part of the cut apart sheet. And so I just use that as a little journaling space as well. I think about the only other thing I do is some puffy stickers here, and then I add a little wood veneer to that bottom left picture. My daughter is playing a board game, and so I added the little word playing, and that's it. So thanks for watching, guys.